What's up, fam of Liberty? Drill Sergeant, aka Admin Doug, is here. Now, I want you to meet two people, Raven Star and Big Snake. While watching the live feed and trying to assess what I'm going to be talking about today, these people came on and said, and just basically laughed at the comment that somebody left saying that this was unprovoked. Unprovoked? Ha 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 ha. That's Big Snake, what she said. And my response to her was, excuse me, what was the provocation? Why is that funny? You believe that there's provocation. What was it? I want you to watch how this goes and tell me what you learned from it. Raven Stars jumps in. I'm talking to Big Snake. They were told this would happen if continue to make nukes. I said, well, wait a minute. Raven Stars, you say continued making nukes, yet they have none. Continued, that implies that they were at some point and continuing. They have none. Here I type. Israel said that they would have nukes in 2 weeks. That was 10 years ago. Then they said 2 years, and that was 8 years ago. Raven Star's answers before I could finish my tirade. They were trying to get them, and they had to be stopped. So I continue on. Then they said in months, maybe weeks. That was 6 years ago. Then they said within weeks. That was 3 years ago. Then they said 2 weeks again. And that was this time. After seeing all of that, Raven Star says here, we have our reasons for not wanting them to have nukes. That wasn't the question. Are you getting something here, YouTube? You feeling that MAGA-ish vibe? Dismiss everything that contradicts my worldview? That's not what we're talking about. We're saying that they don't have them. They haven't for 10 years. And for 10 years, your leader has been telling you that they do, that they're 2 weeks around the corner. The only reason why you'd believe it 10 years later is because you want to, is the point. Big Snake says they had fully functional nuclear reactors and were very close to being able to make nuclear-armed warheads. That's the main reason this is happening. Iran is not a friend to the free. These people that we're talking to, if they're actually Israelis, and this is their response to me telling them, your leaders have been telling you this for 10 years, and the fact that you still believe it's around the corner makes you a conspiracy theorist, makes you a QAnon believer. This makes you the type of person who believes still that the snake oil is going to work. You're a fool. You're duped. You're a mark. I just said, wow. Both of you actually listened to what I said about being lied to your face for 10 years about them almost having nukes. That at least I know you heard. You see that none of what I said was a lie, and still nothing. And I continue on. You still convince yourself that somehow it was okay. This is so sad to see. We aren't saying it isn't sad. We're just explaining why this happened. You're deciding to be emotional about it. And that was her response. So I said, I can imagine what it feels like to read someone remind you of every time you were lied to and have to convince yourself otherwise to be able to sleep anyway. And Big Snake lets the cat out of the bag in case you had any wonders, YouTube, that maybe they believe what they're saying, that maybe they were scared. Maybe they just didn't hear what I said. Maybe they didn't read the type. They were answering other people. This is when she outs the bag. Name one leader that hasn't lied to their people. And that's the response. That's the response. The truth is, you knew you were being lied to, and your excuse for accepting it is, oh, well, all leaders lie. As long as we could bomb the Muslims, it's all right with me. This is your answer. And never forget, YouTube, when they tell you that condoning preemptive strikes against countries that have done nothing yet is okay. And if you don't believe it, you're an anti-Semite. When they tell you that, remember this conversation. When you ask enough questions, it'll end up being, look, I don't care that this a lie. I know it's a lie. So I just said this. Wait a minute. First, Big Snake says, every leader lies. LMAO. Laughing my ass off. Do you think politicians become powerful by doing honest? Man, you have much to learn about the world. When you can't answer the question, what was the provocation? It inevitably descends into, well, everybody lies, bomb them anyway. And that's the answer. That's the answer. That's the answer, YouTube. Do not accept anything else. Oh, it's sad. Oh, Iran is being attacked without provocation, etc. What do you want me to say, YouTube? What do you want me to say? Look at it yourself. I said, what emotions are you talking about? And her response was, oh, it's sad. Oh, Iran is being attacked without provocation. You call being upset about attacking someone without provocation an unnecessary emotion. Fuck them. Bomb them anyway. Is your actual feeling. It's here. Black and white. My last response, as it only can be, is, so you admit there was no provocation. You used the lie to pretend that there was until I called you out on it and then said, oh, well, stop being emotional. Who cares if there was provocation? And thank you for that, Raven Stars and Big Snake, because you told me everything that I need to know now. And I'm sharing this with you, so you know everything you need to know about whatever lies come out in the coming days, weeks, and months about reasons for going to war and sending our kids to die. Don't be too emotional about it. It's just a few more Muslims dead. And who cares about that? Don't be so emotional. We're just saying whatever we have to say to make it palatable. But none of us actually believe it. You don't know? Now, I have a full report on the aftermath of this whole thing on the Political Drain channel. The response Iran gave, the world's response, and whether or not it even worked. Go check it out, Political Drain on YouTube. But if you made it all the way to the end of this video without giving up, type right down there in the comment section, Drill Sergeant. I made it, Drill Sergeant. And oh yeah, what time is it again?
And now it's time for the throw punch!